Hey everybody, welcome to What's Happening Roland, and guess what? Roland's back on the water
I'm
after
back here on the
surgery.
water, yes sir.
Look at he's
The
here.
doctor said I could wait 1 month after my hernia surgery, and yesterday was 1 month,
And when did we fish?
and we fished yesterday.
Exactly. Look who's back, everybody.
Guess what? We're here on Lake Okeechobee, and guess what we did? How many fish did we catch yesterday?
Over
Gerry?
20.
Okay, now first thing I started off with is so cool. And it's bright sun now. It's not the kind of time, but this is the new Essential Series flapping frog that we used. And I started off both yesterday and today, and caught some 3 and 4 pounders by throwing it out there off these points and just kind of buzzing it along. It's like a buzz bait. It's like a buzz bait.
As it gets close to the boat, listen to the noise this thing creates.
And it's here. Stop it on little points like that, and then just keep coming. And I come right through the.
Listen to that
come
noise.
right through the lily pads. Now listen to this. I'll show you. Listen. You can hear it.
Hey, let me tell you, you should have seen some of the fish that blew up on it they didn't catch.
Watch the lily pads. I'm going to throw it over the lily pads right there. I'm going to throw it right over there in the lily pads. See what happens. See it's coming through the lily pads now? I don't know if it's going to bite, but I'd stop it right there like that. And boy, they'd kind of boil underneath it. Now, this is good. Okay, now here's the deal with topwater. Here it is, a hot summer day, and we're in a time it's almost 12 o'clock noon. It's not good topwater, but from about 7 o'clock in the morning to about
10:30.
Let's turn the boat around the other way so we have sun on us better, and we can show the camera what to do.
Okay.
But I'm gonna that's the first thing I did was use this flapping shad. I don't know if we call it a flapping frog or what it is. That's the first thing. Okay, then the second thing. Okay, Gerry, you were fishing mainly a flipping stick, right?
Yep. I got my flipping stick right over here.
Why don't you show them what you were doing with that?
So let me tell you why I didn't have a frog. See, Hunter, my grandson, and Roland have become close like this. So Roland gave him frogs, but he didn't give me any frogs. So I'm without frogs.
All the frogs.
So I got a flip, and Hunter don't share with me either. So, but here's what I was throwing.
What is that?
Got an ounce and a quarter weight on here, 65 braid. Got a bobber stop.
65-pound braid, folks.
Yeah. I've got a creature-looking bait on here, black and blue. I got a 4-aught Gamakatsu hook, laser sharp.
Oh, that's
and I've been catching my fair share on that.
Yeah, when you
caught
a couple 3-pounders today.
All I do with that is I just take that and I just whip it into the thick stuff and kind of just work it around.
Now, also Gerry uses a left-handed reel.
Yeah,
he's right-handed, but some people use a left-handed reel, and he's one of them. He can use a right-handed reel, but he likes a left-handed reel. He's also real strong, and he has 65-pound braid on now. But he had some 50-pound braid to start with yesterday, and he broke how many fish off yesterday?
Oh, 4
or 3 or something. You set the hook real hard, and I don't think they were more than 2 or 3 or 4 pounds. I don't think they were big monster bass. I think the fact they were just down in those weeds, he'd set the hook so hard he broke the line on several. In fact, you did today as well.
Yeah, so I had to sit down.
So finally I said, Gerry, I got some 65-pound line. You had the wrong line on, or at least you spooled up with one. And so that's the deal. Okay, my second choice yesterday was this. I'll show you another thing that I did. This was such a cool deal, if I can find it. And that's this casting rod right here. What this is kind of a little trick worm. Well, that's not a trick worm. It's a stick worm from Bass Pro Shop. And it's a green pumpkin. And you know how much of the time I tell you I like the 297 color green pumpkin. Well, that's kind of a green pumpkin. And with that, that's a little bitty weight. That's a 1/16 of an ounce lead weight. Just a 1/16 of an ounce lead weight. Little bitty weight. Okay, now in the water, the thing barely, if you can watch it in the water, look at it in the water real quick. See right there? It just barely sinks. It goes real slow. It goes down real slow. Anyway, I would throw it to the reeds. The lily pads weren't as good. Actually, what was better, these little clumps of reeds like those. That were the good. And then also we fished what we call the hard line. That's where all those heavy hyacinths are, and all the other stuff. But anyway, we fished that. How many fish did I have hooked on this one? Probably 5 or 6
this morning.
Well, only a couple this morning, but
this morning. Yeah,
yesterday
on this or on the frog.
Well, yesterday I had 5 or 6 on that.
On this, yeah.
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 And
You had a couple good ones, 3.5 pounders.
Yeah, I had a couple good ones.
Yeah, you
that was
did.
good. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my choice. Now,
Okay, now you got one more. When you were flipping, show what you had for flipping.
Okay.
Right here, the closest rod.
Okay, this closest rod.
Yeah.
Now my flipping deal is a little different than Jerry's. Number one, I don't have the body strength. He's a big, strong guy. He doesn't need this Ugg button because he's so strong. He sets the hook and breaks the line.
I hold him up front.
But
yeah.
I need more strength. So what I do, I got this long handle and I got this cushion handle fits in here, and I can stick it right in here like this. And so when I flip into a spot, the heavy weeds, I throw in like this, get the rod in the strike position, and once it's anchored here, I can really set the hook good, and I can get them out.
Exactly.
Now this is 65-pound line. It's also a high-speed favorite rod and reel. This is the heaviest rod that they make, the favorite rod. And my lure is a little different than Jerry's. Jerry, you had 1.25 ounces. Okay, that's a 1 ounce. And that's a different kind of weight. If you notice, that's the new Spro weight. And that's kind of a different kind of weight.
Yeah, we can compare them right here. Look at the size difference.
Yeah, his is 1.25 ounces. Mine's 1 ounce. And I'm using a 3/0 Yamagatsu hook. And this is a little Scroggins thing. I don't know what it is. Jerry said, what are you using? What are you using? I caught 3 or 4 of them. It's a Scroggins lure. It's just small.
For those of you we're referencing Terry Scroggins, Big Show.
Yeah.
He makes that bait. It resembles a BB cricket from Gambler pretty close, but
that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
And what I was doing, just like Jerry, on the flipping deal, I'd go along the hard line, which is right over there, and we're just taking it and just flipping it along. And here's the deal: it sinks to the bottom, let it sit there. You know, and I noticed you did the same thing. You let it sit there for about 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
It gives the fish a chance to kind of look, and then lift it. Just move it just a little bit at first. If they don't hit it right then, it might as well just come in.
And put it in another hole.
Just come in. It would just come to another spot.
Pick another spot, stick it in there. There you go.
So how much time is it now? Oh, 7 minutes. Okay. I like to go 8 just because I get a
I hear you. Everybody wants to hear everything we got. So listen, we're talking about all this, and you need to stay tuned to Roland's YouTube, because we actually took footage. We're going to make a YouTube out of what we did. So not only are you hearing about it, but you're going to be able to see it also. So,
now, another reason why I'm over here is the airboat. I brought the airboat.
The airboat. You're selling the airboat.
I got to sell on the airboat. It's back at the marina now. I got a big sign on it. It's got the big 500 cubic inch engine.
Yeah.
It's a big aircraft engine, big Continental. It runs like a top.
Right.
You know, those engines are rated for 2,000 hours. And mine has 400 hours.
It's like brand new.
So it's like we got plenty of time.
So you want to check out an airboat, stop by the Roland Martin Marine Center here in Clewiston, Florida. Tell them you want to see it. It's right there. Beautiful airboat, ready to turnkey, go fish. Now, awesome ride.
Another thing, my daughter, who runs the marina now, and my son's in town, and he helps run the marina, of course. Between my daughter and my son, they run the marina, okay. But Laura just called and said, Dad, we got you another guide trip. So I started doing this year is I'm splitting a little bit of my time. I'll be guiding over here for a week, a month, for October, November, December, maybe January, February, I don't know, at least a week, a month. And then I'm also guiding over at Headwaters some too.
Ooh,
so right now we got about 15 trips planned for here on Okeechobee. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a lot of instructional video. Like we're going to be talking about flipping, okay? We're going to be talking about fishing the worm, the little Cinco worms, and we're going to be talking about topwater. That's the other
frog fishing.
Now, if they really want to catch a fish, we'll go get some shiners. We can catch some shiners. But I think the people that want to come down here to fish Okeechobee or fish with me want to hear my stories. I got a lot of them.
They also want to learn things.
They want to learn stuff.
Exactly.
And so we're going to tell them what to do.
Exactly.
So anyway, that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening, Roland. I'm back on the water.
So, hey, buddy, good having you back, man.
Well, thank you, Jerry.
Good having you back,
yes,
brother.
Well, we're going to catch a few more fish. So, folks, hey, hit that likes button, because all our people, O'Reilly's and Bass Pro Shop and all these big people, here we got the pro, of course, all the favorite people that we talked about. But I got so many good sponsors, and I get so many good advertisers. Hit that likes button. They make the world go around. We'll see you again soon. And hey, thanks for watching.
Keep tuning in, everybody.